ポケモンゲットだぜ。
Howdy pards, Milk Pones here, and welcome back to Pokemon LeafGreen. Last time we did a bunch of stuff. We caught a bunch of Pokemon, got a little confused about how routes worked, as well as got out of Mount Moon. And in this episode we're going to explore a little bit over here, and these two guys will basically teach us Mega Punch and Mega Kick. So the way it works is they're basically technical machines in the last game that were taken out of this game. So they just let you kind of still be able to learn those moves by just kind of having one-time move tutors. And at the end of the day, it's just really kind of dumb how it only lets you teach it once. If you're going to teach anything, I would recommend Mega Punch. It's just a little more accurate. I don't think anything really worthwhile can learn it on my team. Maybe Charmeleon can, or Squirtle can as well. Oh, Pikachu can learn it. I didn't know that. Maybe I will teach it to Pikachu. I'm not sure. I might actually just think about this a little bit before I ultimately decide what I'm gonna do, because let me do some thinking about this. I'll probably come back to this guy, so just a note, you're pretty much like cut off from coming back to this area, so let me explore a little bit before I make my decision. And there is a raspberry right here, and like I said before, you can tell where the hidden items are right over there. So yeah, once you jump past this ledge, it's kind of like a point of no return, so just think about that before you do anything too crazy. So this area, we're not actually able to access until much later in the game. We're going to be able to learn how to go onto water later in the game, and we'll be able to come back here without having to go to through Mount Moon again. So, before... I might teach it to Squirtle, actually. I'm not sure. Well, I think... Who do I want to teach it to? I'm going to do a little thinking, and I'll cut right back to when I make my decision. Alright, I went ahead and made the executive decision to give it Squirtle Mega Punch. Just because I don't really think I'm going to be using my Pikachu for any physical moves. And this guy's making fun of his friend. Oh my god. How rude. That must be a really awkward place. They're just hanging out all day, like, loathing each other. Oh, that's really awkward. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pass the point of no return now. And before I go explore that patch of grass, we're gonna go actually into Cerulean City. Making an encyclopedia on Pokemon. That sounds amusing. Yeah, I guess science is amusing to that guy. How rude. And I'm just showing myself healing. Usually I like to cut it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk to some people. That's how I like to roll. That Bill, I heard he'll do whatever it takes to get rare Pokemon. He's not above doing all sorts of things, I've heard.
Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. I think people are just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon?
Alright, that guy's a little more sympathetic. Why don't you go upstairs and try trading Pokemon with your friends, or in our case, ourselves, because we have no friends. You could get a lot more variety by trading. Yep, I've explained that before. Thanks, lady. Was this guy more tutorial? Bill has lots of Pokemon. He collects rare ones, too, so everyone's kind of ranting about this Bill guy. I don't really know who that is. I heard that Slowbro wasn't there. You could cut you could cut down that small tree. That way you could get to the other side. I think there's a way around it, though. So yes, if we can't pass here because of this Slowbro, it's taking a snooze. This guy's watching TV. Too much time, too little to do. Is nothing entertaining happening anywhere? There's a Pokemon on TV. Looks like it's having fun. Alright, well, that's kind of just sad. Heck, I should pick up some more hobbies other than just watching TV. Repel not only keeps bugs away, but it also works on weak Pokemon. So yeah, if your Repel will only block Pokemon like up to that level. So if we had a weak Pokemon, it would still stronger Pokemon than the level it would appear. So if we had a level 10, we'd still run into level 11s and stuff. If I explain that horribly enough for you guys. But I'm sure most people know that already. We're going to go ahead and sell the star piece for a whopping 4,900 Poké-Dollars, or I think they're called Poké-Dollars, or do they call them Poken? I don't really honestly know. Do you know about rare candy? They don't sell it in shops. I think it makes Pokemon grow very quickly all of a sudden. Yeah, that's right. Rare candies will increase the level by 1. And we're going to go ahead and buy some more Pokeballs. And we can now buy Super Potions in the shop, as well as more status items. Cool. And over here, we're going to have the bike shop. Keep it at home. A plain city bike is good enough for me. After all, you can't put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. I don't see why not. I guess that way the handles are. These bikes are cool, but they're way expensive. Ah, come on, how expensive can they be? What? 1 billion? What? What? Come on, man. So yeah, the max money you can get in this game is 999,999. So it's literally impossible to get the bike. I already talked to that guy. What do these old people gotta say? My husband likes trading Pokemon. You're collecting Pokemon for your Pokedex. Would you please trade with him? Sure, why not? Hello there. Do you happen to have a Poliwhirl? Would you agree to trade it for my Jinx? So we're going to want to go ahead and remember this guy. We don't have access to a Poliwhirl at the moment. It's impossible to get one. But that is pretty much the only way you can get Jinx in the game is by trading it. So I just wanted to make a note of that guy. And this guy will explain badges. And I wish I knew about this so I didn't have that embarrassing moment when my Pokemon wouldn't listen to me. And he'll explain all the effects of the badges, basically. And yeah, now Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. So that's the whole... I missed it. I'm a big dingus. And this guy also has some water outside his house. We're eventually going to be able to go fishing, spoiler alert. And we can catch some fish there. And that's actually how we would get a Poliwag, basically. I concoct a variety of medicines from berry powder. Using good berry powder, I can make any kind of medicine. Now tell me, have you any interest in berries? Sure. Ah, good for you. And I have just the thing. Got the powder jar. There's something new on the second floor of Pokemon Centers at the direct corner. They installed a wireless adapter machine for crushing berries. This is where you come in. I have a favor to ask. One that I can trust only to you. Could you make that berry powder for me using that machine? Don't forget, the machine is at the direct corner of Pokemon Centers. I'll concoct medicine for you if you bring me some berry powder. Don't forget, crush berries into berry powder and bring it to me. Yeah, well, maybe I will forget. So it's basically just like a mini game you can do with your friends, and because berries didn't really have much use in this game compared to the others, we can see our berries we've gathered. They're kind of rare to get, so it's kind of like you have to make some decisions here on what berries you want to crush. And maybe when we get a few more berries, we'll go ahead and fill out that guy's request. And before you proceed any further, I'd recommend having some way to beat a flying type out, and I would recommend saving. And yes, my playtime is very long because I usually leave the game on and my cat bothers me, and at least like 30 minutes of that are because of my cat. Yo, Red! You're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Red. And yep, we got another rival battle here. We haven't seen him in a little bit, so let's see how his team's improved. And he's got a Pidgeotto now. And and we're gonna absolutely wreck this thing. And I'm not gonna be surprised if Pikachu's able to take out his whole team. We're gonna do it. My Pikachu's gonna sweep you. We gotta prove a point. Oh wow, he lived with 1 HP. I'm gonna quick attack him, just in case he tries to quick attack. So quick attack's a priority move. It always goes first if you didn't know. And we just got even stronger now. So we'll be able to hopefully sweep his team even quicker. And his Rattata can be a little tough. Luckily, it's not going to use like Hyper Fang or Super Fang on us. I don't think it can learn Hyper Fang at the level it's at. But Super Fang basically halves your HP, so it could be a little tricky. And we were just getting lucky with these statics where it's paralyzing him. So he's getting pretty wrecked. And he's going to send out his own Squirtle. I don't know why it hasn't evolved. That's really bizarre, dude. And hopefully this is going to wreck his Squirtle pretty hard. Alright, well, it didn't quite KO it, but that's okay. He's really... Dude, are you stupid? Come on, man. I thought you were supposed to be our rival. I mean, he talks a lot of smack for having really dumb decisions in Pokemon battles. Why would you use Withdrawal and not, like, attack me? Why would you not have evolved your Squirtle? Freaking idiot. And his Abra is his weakest Pokemon. It can only teleport, and it definitely should have evolved by now. I don't know what this guy's doing with his life. And it doesn't really matter what we hit it with, honestly, but yeah, it can only teleport. And Abra has pretty much no defense, so if you have a physical move, it's going to totally wreck it. But obviously, Pikachu's got a Light Ball, so it doubles his special attack. Hey, take it easy, you won already. Yeah, we literally beat you with just one Pokemon, man. I mean, you're really talking a lot of smack. You're getting totally wrecked. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC, too. So yeah, if you weren't aware, Bill is kind of like a reference to Bill Gates. Since you're using his system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. And by smell you later, I mean smell you in just a second. Oh yeah, right, I feel sorry for you. No, really, you're always plotting behind me. Here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. We got the Fame Checker, which is probably one of the most useless items, and he calls us a chatty gossip. I mean, come on, man. I'm literally a silent protagonist. I don't need it, because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gone. Spell ya. I don't know why I'm making him sound like Sonic the Hedgehog, but... So yeah, this is pretty much the most useless thing, is the Fame Checker. And it just kind of... There's like NPCs in the game, and... we're gonna go ahead and be filling this out, basically. So that's kind of why I've been talking to random NPCs, because they'll give us, like, information on stuff we can learn about. So yeah, we've heard a little bit about Bill, and this is why I've been talking to random people, so I can fill this thing out. And as we can see, we can fill out the gym leader. So I'm actually going to show an example of that right now, because the one thing I haven't shown in town is the gym. Cerulean City, Pokemon Gym. Leader Misty, the tomboyish mermaid. Another one of the most iconic characters. See, now Misty pulls up in our Fame Checker. So I guess it's kind of... I've never actually used this. I guess I'll register it just for fun. Here, Trainer 2, collecting battling, it's a tough life. Alright, I guess that guy doesn't have anything to say about Misty. Yeah, we can try to take on the gym right now. However, if you're a little underleveled like I am, I would recommend going north and trying to get to Bill's house, because there's quite a bit of trainers along that way, and it's just going to get you real beefy for the experience needed to beat Misty. So that's where we're going to go. And this is actually a little rough, because there's a lot of trainer battles all right in a row. And unfortunately, we're going to have Squirtle and Bulbasaur kind of miss out on a lot of experience, because they're going to be useless and not listening to me. So they're going to have to miss out on all the fun. And I don't know why I'm switching my team around like this. It doesn't really matter. I just am kind of being OCD for no reason, having them all like in order. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? Sure. Yeah, so there's like a bunch of trainer battles in a row. And I'm probably just going to spam potions if I get low on HP rather than keep on going back to the Pokemon Center. But you definitely can go back to the center to heal. You don't have to do them all in a row. In fact, I'll probably go back to the center for like these first few battles, and then as I get farther and farther up on the bridge, I'll head back. Oh, and I guess I forgot to actually go catch that Sandshrew. Whatever. I'll beat the Nugget Bridge, and then we'll focus on catching Pokemon after we see Bill, I guess. Actually, I think we'll focus on catching Pokemon once we get the second gym badge, so my Squirtle and my Bulbasaur will actually listen to me. Because eventually Bulbasaur is going to learn a move that's going to make catching Pokemon much more easy for us. Sleep Powder, which will obviously put the Pokemon to sleep. Good stuff. Thanks. I did my best. I have no regrets. And I think that's literally what all of them say. I'm second. Now it's serious. Everybody's serious but me, man. Glass Alley. Alive. Man, you really picked a bad Pokemon to fight my Pikachu. Jeez. This might have gotten worse for you. In fact, I could probably try taking on Misty after I beat Nugget Bridge, actually. I think I'll be A-okay to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little switch to Charmeleon here. I don't want to accidentally get put to sleep by Oddish's attacks, or her ability. So I'm just trying to avoid all that. Because if I attack that Oddish with Quick Attack, there's a chance that would happen. So I'm just not trying to take an unnecessary risk for no reason. Just got a lot of grass types. I don't know about you guys, but I guess while we're doing these battles, this is gonna date the video a little bit, but basically, like how could I lose? Gee, I don't know, because you're scrub. You're picking 2 grass types and a bird. I mean, come on. No, but jeez, I can't even speak. The Pokemon Direct came out just a little bit ago, and I don't know, people are mixed reactions, right? I think most people are pretty happy compared to just how the first trailer looked for Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus, whatever, man. I don't really care how people pronounce it. I've never been one of those guys who cared. Yeah, I've never cared how you pronounce it, but anyways, compared to the first trailer, there's like, you can see the animation just wasn't so great in the first trailer. It's looking a lot better for the second one. And I don't know, we're kind of like in a weird, getting like gaslit by like Game Freak or something, or in like a Stockholm Syndrome with them or something, where they kind of just like make really dumb decisions, but we keep loving it anyways. Like, you know, there's quite a few issues with this game. I've heard people call this particular game, Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, like the weakest in the series. I don't particularly agree with that, but there's definitely things that are dumb, like the absurd amount of tutorial stuff. And there's just some weird things in just Kanto that kind of like don't hold up per se, but there's still like some pretty great game design elements. Like here, like I kind of like this non-linearity to a degree where it's like, oh, we can go fight Misty if we're strong enough, but if you're not, you can go train up on this bridge. And I guess we'll learn Smoke Screen. We already have Double Team, so it's kind of useless. I'd rather have Growl just in case there's something with a really high attack stat I want to nerf. Stopped flat. And I'm also really excited for the remake of the 4th generation games, Diamond and Pearl. And what's kind of crazy, because it's like this is how old it is. It's like the game we're playing now, the game they're remaking wasn't even made yet. So it's just a lot of remakes they've done. So this game kind of started that whole like demand for the remakes constantly. And it would have been very easy for them to just do remasters, right? The difference between like a remake and a remaster is the the remake kind of like builds it from the ground up, while the remaster just kind of like slaps new textures on, and that's about it. But this remake actually gives quite a bit new features for us in the post game. And if you're interested in accessing the total post game, you're going to want to catch like 60 Pokemon, but you don't have to. It's just optional completely. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm curious how the crafting system's going to be. I hope it's not super grindy. And I'm curious. It's like crazy because Pokemon can just attack us now in the wild, and like you can see, like Game Freak's weird because they do things where each game is kind of like a legacy edition of sorts, where they have sort of like gimmicky stuff that sometimes doesn't work and sometimes works really well. And they kind of just like drop stuff and don't keep it throughout the series. Like, say for instance, something I like about this game actually that I wish a lot of other games would do is they did it like every time you start the game up, it does like a last time on Dragon Ball Z thing where it like shows you all the things you were just doing. So like people, especially when you get older and stuff, you have stuff to do and you like pick up games after you haven't played them in a long time and you totally forget what you've been doing. So that's like a great feature in my opinion, just kind of like a little way to remember what you were doing. And I wish that's like a feature I think would work well in pretty much all the games in general. Some kind of like, even just like a journal or something, so you can just kind of remember what you've been doing would be fine too. But yeah, and then they just dropped that feature. They're like, yeah, it's not a thing anymore. So kind of weird. And I guess it kind of makes games like this going back and worth replaying, right? Because, I don't know. I think there's like some stuff maybe modern audiences might not like. Like, I think random counters, like, we put up with it in, the old school people who played RPGs a lot when we were kids. We just dealt with it. But now that I've played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Sword and Shield and the stuff Pokemon are out in the wild, and you go play even like more old school games like Chrono Trigger and other Square Enix games where they don't have random counters and you can kind of choose whether you want to fight enemies or not. I think we can all agree it's a much better approach than random encounters. Congratulations, you beat all 5 trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. And we got a nugget from the mystery trainer. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? Are you sure? Come on, join us.
Telling you to join us. Okay, you need convincing.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
And yep, this guy's actually a Rocket Grunt. They were running Nugget Bridge. Really polite of him to give us literally gold, though. Team Rocket, very cool at redistributing their wealth to us. And that's how this game's actually secretly anti-communist propaganda. No, just kidding. We're just gonna wreck them with Pikachu like we've been doing, because Pikachu's gonna carry us through the gym battle with Misty, and I think getting him up to level 20 pretty much after this battle will probably be good to end off the video here, once we beat this guy.
Sweat. Give him another thunder shock.
This guy thinks he can Don Corleone me. You're not gonna Don Corleone me. Ah, you are good. That's right. And give me even more money. With your ability, you'd become a top leader in Team Rocket. It'd be kind of cool if you could actually be like the bad guys sometimes in Pokemon. Like Bethesda just made a Pokemon game and you just like kill the gym leaders randomly and fail the main quest. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste. I want to join. Let me join. Alright, anyways, in the next part, we're actually going to go take on Misty. We're kind of doing things in the reverse order. We probably should keep going on Nugget Bridge or whatever, and exploring more. But I'm just going to feel confident now that Pikachu's level 20, so we're going to go ahead and take on Misty, as well as catch a few other Pokemon that we missed. Alright, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.